Vishnu and I am going to explain you all the topic from the life process, that is your nutrition in amoeba. Now children, in the class 9th from the chapter Diversity in Living Organism, you have studied the introductory part of the classification system. Now I'll begin with that system only, a little bit introductory part. So let us now know that how or what is the behavior of amoeba. Then we'll be moving to the procedure of the nutrition, of the mode of taking food among the organism, amoeba. Now children, this amoeba belongs to the kingdom Animalia. There are 5 classification kingdoms you have studied. Now among that, the one of the kingdom is kingdom Animalia. So your amoeba belongs to kingdom Animalia. It is an organism which is kept in the group of animals. Now children, this amoeba belongs to the phylum Protozoa. Now you have studied their classification system in the kingdom Animalia also. You have discussed about the different types of phylums like your Porifera, Coelenterata, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda. So among them, one of the phylum is phylum Protozoa. So amoeba belongs to the phylum Protozoa. Now children, it is a unicellular organism. Unicellular. Amoeba is a single cell organism. Now you know that more than one cells, when they move together, when they meet together, it is called as tissue. But amoeba is not a tissue system, but it is a single cell organism. Now this amoeba is found in a stagnant water. Now what do you mean by stagnant water? A water which is not in a condition of flowing. It is still at one place. So that type of water is called as stagnant water. So amoeba can be easily seen in a stagnant water. So one of the habitat of amoeba is stagnant water. Now this amoeba is microscopic structure. We cannot see with the naked eyes. We need microscope to observe amoeba as it is a unicellular organism. So your amoeba is a microscopic organism. The body shape is also not fixed. It is irregular in shape. Continuously amoeba keeps on changing its shape. Now children, this amoeba is having a locomotory organ. Amoeba needs to move. Though it is surviving in a stagnant water, but it cannot remain at one place. So amoeba, this organism, needs to move from one place to the another in a stagnant water. So amoeba is having a locomotory organ. What is locomotory organ? Suppose we human beings are having feet. We are having legs. So with the help of legs, we can change our position. We can move from one place to another. Similarly, in amoeba, they also possess locomotory organ, and that locomotory organ is called as pseudopodia. Children, pseudo means false, which is not true. And podia means leg, feet, podia. So pseudopodia, false feet. So the animal is not having actual feet, actual legs, but their body change in shape of a structure, and that structure is called as pseudopodia, which helps the organism to move in a stagnant water from one place to another. Now children, they have a food vacuole. Now what is food vacuole? In a descriptive manner, you will be understanding when I will be explaining you the process of nutrition. But now for you know that they are also having food vacuole in them. Now we will be moving to the nutrition process. Now amoeba, being a heterotrophic organism, having a heterotrophic mode of food nutrition process, these amoeba, like human beings, also have 5 modes of nutrition process. Now these 5 modes are ingestion, digestion, absorption, your assimilation and egestion. So like human beings, amoeba is also having Holozoic mode of nutrition, and this Holozoic mode of nutrition is completed under 5 steps. Those 5 steps are ingestion, where the organism takes food in the mouth. Then the second step is digestion, where the food is broken down into simple particles. Then the third step is absorption, where the digested food, broken down food, is absorbed by the body cells. The fourth step is assimilation, which is mixed up in the cytoplasm, or it is the nutrients are mixed up in the blood. And the last step is egestion, where the waste product is thrown out from the body. So these 5 steps we are going to study in detail among the organism amoeba, to understand that how this organism, how this unicellular organism is taking their food and how it is utilizing it and how the waste product is produced in the body and thrown out. Now children, let us understand the diagram, the behavior, the body structure of the amoeba. Now on my left side you can see that I have drawn an irregular shape structure. I told you all that amoeba is not having a fixed body shape. The body is irregular in shape. So you can see in the diagram that the body is irregular in shape. Now children, the whole body of amoeba is filled up by a fluid-like structure, and this fluid is called as cytoplasm. Now, inside the body, they are having a nucleus. Then, the body of the amoeba is very simple. Children, this nucleus controls all the activity of the amoeba. Very simple body the amoeba is having. You can see here that I have drawn pseudopodia, and this pseudopodia is formed from the body plasma membrane only. Children, the outer layer of the amoeba is plasma membrane. The outer membrane of the amoeba is called as plasma membrane. Now within this plasma membrane, cytoplasm is present, a single nucleus is present, a food vacuole is formed. I'll be explaining you how it is formed, and the body turns in a form of false feet-like structure, which is called as pseudopodia, and this amoeba survives in a stagnant water. Now children, let us move to the nutrition process, that how organism like amoeba takes their food. Now, the first step of holozoic nutrition among the amoeba is ingestion. Now children, ingestion, the word is made up of 2 terms, that is in and gestion. In means to take inside, gestion, to digest, to take food. So children, ingestion, to take food inside the mouth. Now, the process of taking food among amoeba is called as ingestion. But children, amoeba is not having mouth. So where does the amoeba going to take food? The amoeba can take its food from anywhere of the body part. From anywhere. Amoeba is not having mouth, so it is not necessary that they need mouth only for taking food. From any part of the body, the outer membrane of the body, which is called as plasma membrane, from anywhere of the plasma membrane, amoeba can take food inside the body. But specially, they take through the pseudopodia. Their body forms a special foot-like organ, special structure, and that special structure is called as pseudopodia. So generally they take their food through pseudopodia, but it's not necessary. From anywhere they can take their food inside the body through the plasma membrane. Now children, the process of obtaining food is called phagocytosis. Now, the process by which the organism, the amoeba, is taking food is phagocytosis. They are taking food molecules, food particles, phago. Phago means food particles, solid food particles. And cytosis. Cytosis word is meant for cells. So the food particles taken inside the unicellular structure called as amoeba is called as phagocytosis. So among the amoeba, the process of obtaining food is called as phagocytosis because they are taking solid food particles inside their body. They are obtaining it as a food particle. So children, this was this. Next, during the ingestion process, the process which is followed is your diffusion. The process of diffusion, the outer membrane of amoeba is plasma membrane. So from the outer side to the inner side, the food will diffuse. You all know from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration, food molecules will move. Now inside the body of amoeba, the food molecules are less, and outside in the environment, in the stagnant water, food particles are more. So from the external environment to the internal environment, through the plasma membrane, selected food particles will diffuse inside from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Children, always remember, in case of amoeba, ingestion and egestion, both the process will utilize the diffusion process and plasma membrane will support it. Now children, let us move to the diagrams to understand the process of ingestion nicely. Now, in the first figure, I have drawn the amoeba, the unicellular organism. Now children, the amoeba is having outer membrane, plasma membrane, which is semi-permeable structure, and it allows the selected things to pass through from the outer environment to the internal environment of the body. Now, this amoeba is filled up by a fluid-like structure called as cytoplasm. Cytoplasm also plays very important role in the process of nutrition. We will study little later. Then, it is having a nucleus, single nucleus, which is the director, which is controlling all the activity which is taking place inside the amoeba body. Now, this is a food particle which is present in the stagnant water. Now children, in the second diagram you can see that this plasma membrane from one side has molded. They have made a loop-like structure. They have turned their structure in this type of figure. And this figure, this type of body shape which is called as pseudopodia. It means that they are forming a pseudopodia. The body is curving inside to form a pseudopodia-like structure. So, it means that this pseudopodia is moving towards the food particle. Now, amoeba has seen the food particle and it is moving towards the food particle. So, it is going to move through pseudopodia. So, the body, the plasma membrane will be making a turn-like structure, fold-like structure, and it will be engulfing like the food particle. Now, children, can't you see here that it is formed like a cup-like structure? This is a cup-like structure. So, your amoeba forms a cup-like structure. A cup-like structure, suppose this is a food and the amoeba is like this. Now, as soon as the amoeba observes the food particle, it will be moving slowly, gradually towards the food particle, and for engulfing it, it will form a cup-like structure. So, it is engulfing in a form of cup. It is forming. So, this is a cup-like structure which is formed inside which your food particle is engulfed. So, here and inside this your cytoplasm is present. Now, children, in the third figure, if you see that this pseudopodia is growing. It is growing more deeper. Here you can see the space was large, but here you can see now the space has reduced. The plasma membrane is engulfing. This was a cup-like structure, and now inside this the food has entered, and this cup-like structure is going to slowly close like this. It is going to close like this. So this structure is going to engulf. The pseudopodia is going to engulf the food particle. And this food particle, what will happen? when this food particle will enter inside, this plasma membrane is going to completely engulf the food, and the structure which is formed now is called as food vacuole. Now this is a food vacuole which will be playing very important role in the digestion process. So children, this was the procedure in which how the food is taken inside the body of amoeba I have explained. So children, what happens here, that through the plasma membrane, by the diffusion process by the plasma membrane, through the semi-permeable membrane, the food is taken inside the body of amoeba. Now children, this was the process of ingestion in amoeba. Now children, let us move to the second part of amoeba's nutrition process, and that is your digestion. Now children, in the digestion process, now first let us know the definition of digestion, that what is digestion. So your digestion is a process in which it is a breakdown of complex food molecules into simple molecules through a series of chemical reactions carried out by various enzymes. Now children, what do you understand by the definition? Digestion says that it is a process where your complex food materials are broken down into simple food materials. Now what do you mean by complex and simple? Complex food material. When children you take food, when you eat food, what do you eat? You eat rice, chapati, pulses, vegetables. They are the food items, they are the raw items. But within those raw items, what are the components of food present? The different components of food present in them are carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, roughage. These are the different type of components of foods which are present in them. So these are the components which are in complex form. And when we take the raw materials in form of chapati, rice, pulses, vegetables, we take them in mouth, and these food materials having the components of food which are very complex. Now, these complex materials, when reaches to the stomach, it is chewed by the mouth, and then slowly it is sent to the stomach through the food pipe, where it is more nicely broken down into very simple particles. Now these simple particles are of various types. We will be describing little later. But children, these complex food molecules broken down into simple particles, it's not simple one reaction step. It is a reaction of series of chemical reactions. It is a process of series of chemical reactions where your one carbohydrate is finally broken down into simple sugar after passing through various chemical steps, various chemical reactions, step by step. So, your protein, when we are taking through pulses, it is also a complex food, but this protein is broken down into simple particles like amino acid. These amino acids are the simplest molecules, but one protein and the other amino acid is not formed very easily. Various chemical reactions this protein has to pass. This protein has passed, and then your amino acids has formed. So children, there are various series of chemical reactions passing through which your complex food materials are broken down into simple food molecules, and this breaking down process is supported by a different type of chemicals, different type of digestive chemicals, and these digestive chemicals here are called as enzymes. So children, the whole digestion process where your complex food materials are broken down into simple food materials passing through various chemical reactions is supported by the enzymes. Now children, now here what happens in case of amoeba. Here in amoeba, digestion occurs within the food molecules. I told you all that amoeba ingest food in form of food vacuoles. The pseudopodia, engulf the food in form of cup-like structure, and the food molecules enters inside the body of amoeba. Now the particle of the food is called as food vacuole. Now this food vacuole plays very important role in the process of digestion. Now the digestion process takes place inside the food vacuole itself. Now what happens? I told you that in the amoeba body cytoplasm is present, and this cytoplasm is having various type of enzymes, and these various type of enzymes are like amylase, protease, lipase. These are the various types of enzymes which are present in the cytoplasm, and this enzymes from the cytoplasm fuses with the food vacuole, and this food vacuole then converts into diffusible forms, converts into digestible forms. They are broken down from complex to the simple food molecules. If children, to understand in more better form, now suppose that this is your amoeba body, and within this amoeba body, this is your food vacuole, and this one is your cytoplasm, and within the cytoplasm this different type of enzymes are present. Now suppose this food molecule is having carbohydrate, it is having protein, and it is having fat also. All the three components of food are present within this food particle, present inside the food vacuole. Then what will happen? The amylase enzyme present inside the cytoplasm will act on the food vacuole. The protease enzyme present in the cytoplasm will act on the food vacuole. The lipase present in the cytoplasm will act on the food vacuole, and they will break the complex food particles into simple food particles within the food vacuole, inside the food vacuole itself. Now, what are the simple things which are broken down from the complex food particles? Now children, the function of amylase is to convert starch to sugar. The function of amylase is to convert starch, and starch is a carbohydrate. So your starch, complex food material, is broken down into sugar. Now children, this protease enzyme will convert the protein to amino acid. Now by the name you can understand protease with the protein. So with the help of protease enzyme, protease, children, wherever the word ASE is added, now you can see amylase, ASE, protease, ASE, lipase, ASE. This ASE word, wherever it is added, suppose that you think that is a enzyme, that is a type of enzyme. So with the amylase, your A's word is added. So this amylase enzyme is converting starch into sugar. Protease enzyme is converting protein into amino acid. And your lipase enzyme, the lipase word is made from lipid. And this lipase enzyme will convert fat into fatty acid and glycerol molecules. So the different enzymes, amylase, protease, lipase, present in the cytoplasm will fuse with the food vacuole, will act with the food vacuole, and they will break the complex food molecules into simple food molecules. Now children, move to the next process, that is your absorption. Now what does absorption means? Absorption is a process that it means taking up of digested nutrients, molecules into the cells of living organisms. So your absorption is a process of taking nutrients by the cells of the living organism. Children, till yet in the digestion process we have studied that your complex food materials were broken down into simple food materials with the help of enzymes under various steps of chemical reactions. Now, there the simple food molecules which have formed, the nutrients which have formed during the process of digestion. Now that digested nutrients are going to be utilized by the cells of the living organism in the process of absorption. The food molecules which were formed there. Children, we have studied that your protein was broken down into simple food particles called amino acid. Starch was converted into sugar and fat was converted into fatty acid and glycerol. These were all simple nutrients. Now, those simple nutrients in the process of absorption, the cells of the organism are going to utilize. Now, this utilization is a process of getting energy. You know that the food which the organism takes in the cells of the organism is converted into energy, and this energy in form of ATP which is made is utilized for various metabolic functions taking place inside the body of living organisms. So children, these energy will be formed by the cells of the living organism by utilizing the digested nutrients processed during digestion, and now it will be used up in the absorption process. Oh children, the definition of digestion and the definition of absorption and the difference between them is clear to you all. So now we are moving ahead. Now I told you all that in case of digestion process in amoeba, now here you can see that I have drawn the diagram of amoeba, and I told you all that this is a food vacuole and this is a cytoplasm. So the various enzymes like your amylase, protease, lipase, these all enzymes were present in the cytoplasm. So during the digestion process, as on basis of need, the enzymes from the cytoplasm, they target on the food vacuole and they break the food particles into simple particles. Now, after the breaking of food into simple diffusible forms, now this digested food vacuole will be utilized in the process of absorption by the process of cyclosis. Now I will be telling you all. Now, what happens in case of amoeba? In amoeba, the soluble food from digestion diffuse through food vacuole into the cytoplasm of amoeba body. Now, in case of amoeba, the digested food which was converted into simple diffusible form, now that get mixed up that get absorbed in the cytoplasm of the organism. Now, how it is being absorbed, let us discuss on that point. Now children, this food vacuole is a digested food vacuole. Now, what will happen? That here all simple components have been formed. Now, this simple food molecular food vacuole, now they will be moving inside the cytoplasm. Now children, always remember that within a cell or within a unicellular amoeba body, the cytoplasm is present. And this cytoplasm is a fluid-like structure. And fluid cannot be settled down at one place. They will always be moving with a slight movement manner. Now, similarly here also, your cytoplasm is there and cytoplasm is not stagnant. The cytoplasm is moving inside the body of the amoeba, slightly, gradually, slowly. They are keep moving inside inside the body of amoeba. Very slow movement is there, and that movement cannot be felt. So what happens? That movement of the cytoplasm inside the amoeba body is called streaming movement. The cytoplasm inside the amoeba, inside the cell, is continuously moving very slowly, and that movement is called as streaming movement. The same thing happens here inside the amoeba. So along with that streaming movement of the cytoplasm, this diffusible, this digested food vacuole will also move in a circular manner. You can see that I have drawn arrows between them. This food vacuole is moving inside the cytoplasm in a circular manner. Children, just seeing that, if you take example of a grinder machine, what happens? That in a grinder, you put all different type of spices, and when you switch on, the machine starts moving in a circular fashion, and the spices get crushed up. They are broken down into more fine pieces. So same thing happens over here, and that spices converts into paste. Now you every day you see at your home. Now same thing happens here in the amoeba body also. With this streaming movement of the cytoplasm, this food vacuole also starts moving slowly in a circular manner, and this circular motion, this circular movement of the food vacuole inside the cytoplasm is called as cyclosis. So children, always remember, what is cyclosis? Cyclosis is a movement. It is a streaming movement of the food vacuole inside the cytoplasm of amoeba. And how this process is helpful? This process is helpful in a way that with this movement, with this circular movement, the food vacuole will be grinded up, and it will be broken down into very small size, very small particles. You can see here, children, this is the biggest food vacuole. The size is decreasing, the size is decreasing, size is decreasing. You can see that I have drawn the smallest food vacuole. So along with the movement, this is a machine type of movement like a grinder machine. The grinder machine is rotating, it's revolving, and the particles of the spices are converting, it is converting into paste. So this solid particle is continuously moving, and it is converting into a very small particle. So children, during the absorption process, the size of the digested food vacuole get reduced. So it is a reduced food vacuole, and this helps the digested, the soluble, the diffusible food molecule to get absorbed completely inside the unicellular structure called as amoeba. So inside amoeba, with the cyclosis movement, the whole food vacuole is absorbed very nicely, so that the energy from the food vacuole can be consumed by the cell or by the amoeba. Hope children, you have understood the process of absorption. Now I will be moving to the assimilation. Now children, this process is very simple. Now the assimilation, the absorbed food is utilized into the entire protoplasm of amoeba. Now, till yet we have studied that how your food was absorbed inside the cytoplasm by the cyclosis movement. And now, the food which has been broken down, the food which has been absorbed, now the time comes for the utilization of the energy. And this energy will be utilized by the entire content which is present inside the amoeba body. And I told you that what is your protoplasm? Protoplasm is the entire content which is present inside the cell. It means that your cytoplasm, your nucleus, your all the cell organelles, all different things which are present inside the cell is called as protoplasm. Now the energy, the product which has been produced, which has been utilized now, it will be utilized utilized by all the content which is present inside the amoeba. Nucleus is there, different cell organelles are there, vacuoles are there, cytoplasm is there, plasma membrane is there. So all these contents which are present, which are the part of amoeba body, all of them is going to utilize that energy. So this is called as assimilation. Ultimately, you can say that assimilation is a process where your synthesized energy, your synthesized product is utilized by all the parts of the organism, all the parts of the protoplasm. Now children, after this what will happen? Now the process of nutrition, taking food, digestion, absorption, assimilation is over. Now the time comes for the release of the waste from the body. Now how the excretion is going to take place. Now how the ingestion among the amoeba is going to take place. Now we shall discuss that last part of the nutrition process. Now children, this is the last part of the digestion process, and this is your egestion. Now what is egestion? Egestion is removal of undigested food from the body of an organism. It's very simple. Even we human beings have a egestion process. Even we throw out your undigested food materials in form of fecal matter through the anus. So similarly, here also in case of amoeba, your egestion process occurs. It takes place and the waste material which is produced is thrown out from the body. So how? Let us know. In amoeba, egestion may occur from any part. Now, I told you ingestion, taking food inside the mouth, taking food inside the body of amoeba was from any part. But usually they were taking it through pseudopodia. But it was not always fixed. From any part of the plasma membrane, the food could have taken inside the body of amoeba. Similarly, like ingestion, during egestion also, from any part of plasma membrane, the undigested food can be thrown out. So, here what happens now? Now, reduced food vacuole is a waste product. Now this reduced food vacuole which is formed after the utilization and assimilation and all, now the waste, now this reduced food vacuole is behaving like a waste product. Now this waste product, so reduced food vacuole is a waste product and more dense than surrounding fluid. What does it mean? More dense? More dense means now this waste material becomes very much heavier. It becomes more and more dense part than the surrounding cytoplasm, than the surrounding endoplasm. Now whatever material is present inside, comparison to that, this reduced food vacuoles becomes more dense. And you know that from the region of higher to the lower concentration, things will be moving now. So, even here what happens, the amount of waste is more outside in comparison to outside. So here the reduced food vacuole from the inner part of the body of amoeba will be thrown out into the environment outside through this plasma membrane. So food vacuole is released out through plasma membrane. So through this plasma membrane, as the food was ingested inside, by the same way, the reduced food vacuole is egested outside. It is thrown out outside through this plasma membrane. So, by the process of diffusion. Now, what happens, children? When the food gets accumulated near the plasma membrane, here in the plasma membrane, ruptures occurs by the process, you can say that by the process of diffusion and all. Now, immediately the food gets collected through the plasma membrane. By the process of diffusion, this waste is released outside the body of amoeba into the external environment. Now the body has completed it has taken food, it has digested food, the food has been absorbed, assimilated, the waste product has been synthesized, and this waste product has been also released out into the stagnant water. Children, this was the whole process, that how the amoeba takes food and how it utilizes. So this was the whole process of mode of nutrition, Holozoic mode of nutrition, the 5 steps which I have explained just now. Hope children, you have understood the whole process